Good morning to everyone. We're gonna wait for a couple more minutes to see if there is more people joining. Okay, and then immediately we will start with the webinar. Okay, so let's start. Good morning to everyone. Thank you for joining today. As you know, today we're gonna be talking about all the different artificial intelligence solutions that we have for the retail business or retail industry. Just to remind you that today's webinar is gonna be recorded, so we can share after the webinar in the upcoming days. We will be able to send you a copy of all the of the recording. Okay. My name is Alvaro Mocholi. I'm responsible for international sales from the company Grecom Technologies. And then let's start all over. Okay. First of all, I would like to do a very brief introduction of our company. Grecom Technologies, we are split up in two companies. One of them is Engaro, which is the company that initially we started with and was founded in 2005, and is the company that develops all the different solutions that we market. And Grecom is a company that was founded in 2017, and besides marketing all Engaro solutions, also develops his own solutions, but also is responsible for the integration and marketing of all the solutions that we commercialize from Engaro and also from third-party developers. Grecom Technologies is a company that is specialized in developing real-time analytics, and we are very specialized on the thermal imaging area. That is our biggest expertise area. We offer currently over 30 different solutions. We export to 64 countries, and one of the key advantages that we can offer to our clients is that we can cover the full chain of value. That means that we have our own R&D department, which is responsible for developing all the solutions and customizing the solutions according to our customers' needs. Also, we have an integration department, which is responsible for integrating all our solutions with existing security systems, such as I don't know, like VMSs, new cameras coming up, and so on. We also have our pre-sales department, which is responsible for like confirming and monitoring how the system is deployed, how the cameras are deployed, and so on. So we can confirm that everything is deployed in the right place. And then we have our after sales and project maintenance, which is responsible for solving any potential problems that might show up. Not just with the analytics, but also from the communication point of view with VMS's cameras and so on. Okay. These are all the different lines of analytics that we can offer. We have solutions for perimeter surveillance, automation and safety. We have also marine surveillance, traffic, fire prevention and detection, healthcare, cybersecurity, face recognition, and forensic. Okay. So today, let's start with all the different solutions that we can offer for the retail business. Okay, the first solution will be the face recognition. Here, what we can do is we can offer a solution that we can guarantee a 99.87% of accuracy on wild faces. Is one of, I would say, is the fastest detection solution in the market. That means that is the fastest to recognize and to identify the person. So we can do it in less than 100 milliseconds, even if the solution is working on the cloud. The solution can be flexible. That means that can work on premise or can work on the clouds, and in some cases also can work embedded into the cameras. It is available with all the operating systems, which is Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS. And then, and also one of the key advantages that we can offer is one of the lowest processing requirements solutions in the market. Okay. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a chart. This was done with NIST, which is the National Institute of Standards and Technology in the US. There were over 340 different face recognition algorithms that were tested. And as you can see here on the upper right corner, we are placed on the solution which needs less processing requirements from the market and also the fastest one on detection. Also for the NIST, in order to be able to let's call it pass the test, you need to warranty at a percentage of accuracy which is over 0.0285 or lower, and then we can offer 0.0027, which is very low. So I will say that among all the face recognition solutions that are available on the market, we can be classified on the top 5 or 7, maybe, okay, worldwide. What can we offer for the retail business? First of all, I mean, the most demanded solutions for the retail is the demographic analysis. Here, what we do is we analyze the people that pass by in front of the camera, and then we can classify by gender, by age, and then also we can identify the facial expression. This is, I mean, from the privacy point of view, this is very important to understand that we don't record the faces when we do demographic analysis. Simply what we do is per each person that passed by, we classify it internally, we generate a code. That code is being saved on a database, which is where we count I mean, we count the figures, okay? We count the people that pass by, the gender, and so on, okay? We can also have heat maps, so we can know how people are moving inside the premises and know where they're spending more time and so on. We can calculate the queuing time, so we can also do queuing management. And then another issue that is very key for retail business is the dwell time. Okay, so that is how much time one customer spends inside the premises. Okay, so on this end, we will need one camera like registering all the people that are coming in, and then another camera registering the people that are coming out and matching the identities or the faces in order to figure out how much time they spend inside the shop. Also, we can have occupation panel, so we can control the maximum audience that we are allowed to have inside the store. And then that will be from the analytics point of view. And then from the facial recognition, we can have access control for employees. We can also have like loyalty programs to identify those clients that come to the store more often, so we can give them a special treatment, such as loyalty programs, discounts, or special service, and so on. And then also what we can do is we can offer the what we call it the blacklist. Okay, so any people or any customer that in the past has generated any trouble inside the premise, we will be able to identify always, as long as that face has been registered or has been uploaded into the database of the face recognition. Okay. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a video of how the anti-spoofing solution works. So that means when someone tries to supplant the identity of another person with a picture or with an image on a smartphone device. So here, as you will see, whenever the system identifies the one person, you will see that first of all identifies, and we have a green heart on the top of it. That means that that is a real face. Okay. Also, whenever we see that they try to supplant the identity with a picture, there is a red heart coming up on the top. That means that it's not a real face. So we will not grant access to that person. So it's also available with videos and with static images. And then also we can have the double identity. So that means that if the identity of the badge does not correspond with the face recognition, will not grant access. So in this case, you will see that the identity does not match.
Recom Technologies, so your partner in video analytics.
Okay. Also, it's very important to let you know that this solution can run on server, can work on premise. Can work on premise, can work on the cloud. Also, can work embedded in some cameras like Axis, and then also can work on some access control devices, as we saw on the video. Okay, the second solution that we can offer is artificial. This is a VMS with artificial intelligence included and deep learning. This is a VMS that has been ISO 27001 certified, and also was last year winner of the Red Dot contest. It was winner of the smart product category. Okay, so what is a VMS with artificial intelligence and also with us deep learning? As you know, most of the VMSs, what they do, they record 24 hours, 7 days a week, 7 days a week, yeah. And then just record all the events that all the different analytics that are related to that VMS generate. Okay, so what does the artificial intelligence brings to a VMS, or what is the key advantage that we can offer as a VMS? Okay, that means that whenever we are recording, we automatically are classifying the objects that we are recording. That means when a person comes by a store, we will classify it as a human. Then we will classify the gender. Then we will classify the color of the clothing. We will classify the type of clothing. And then also we can classify the face of the person. Okay. And then the same we can do with vehicles. We can classify the vehicle, the type of vehicle, the color of the vehicle, and then also the license plate number. So that means that whenever we want to do some sort of forensic recording, instead of going through hours and hours of recording and search for the multiple cameras to search for that people, you have kind of like a search tool where you can enter your search criteria, and then automatically the VMS will come out with the results according to what you enter on that search tool. Okay, so that means that you will save a lot of hours on going back to recordings and then finding the and doing a forensic analysis. Okay. Also, the good thing about this VMS that also includes the analytics. That means that you have perimeter analytics, you have license plate number, you have face recognition. Also, you have sound analytics. So all those analytics are running simultaneously and at the same time. And then the good thing also about this VMS is that it is not reactive, it is proactive. That means that whenever you design or configure a detection mask or a specific sound that you want to sound or a license plate number you want to search or so on, when that happens, automatically pops up into the image, so you can react on real time instead of like going over recordings. Also, it is a solution that can enhance your operational awareness. That means that it's counting people as getting into the premise. Also, we can do tracking of the people inside the premise, so we can know exactly one person how it moves inside the premise, always as long as that person is always on the field of view of the different cameras connected to the VMS. Okay. Also, this we can use it for to optimize the resources of the store. So for instance, imagine that there is one area where there is no people are moving around. So what we can do is we can turn down the lights or turn off the air conditioning of the heating, or send the cleaning crew to that area. Okay. So this will be how will be the architecture of this VMS. So we have two options. We can either go with our own cameras, or we can work with third-party cameras. In case that we go with our own cameras, the key advantage is that the analytics and the recording is being done, is embedded into the camera, so it's being done in the camera. Those cameras are connected directly to the cloud. Okay, so also on the cloud, we will do a backup recording of whatever the camera is viewing. And then you will be able to access to on real time and to the recordings through any device or a smartphone that is connected to the network. In case that we decide to deploy the VMS and there is already existing cameras, we can also do it, but the difference will be that we will need to install between the cloud and the cameras what we call it the cloud connector, which is a server where the analytics and the recording will be done. Okay, and it will be the same as the camera. The recordings will be on the connector or on the server, but also we will save a backup in the cloud. Okay. Also, there is APIs and SDK available in case that we want to integrate it with existing access control devices or another VMS in case that you want to use the same VMS. Also, one key issue that I forgot to mention is that this VMS, whenever there is no activity on the field of view of the camera, what it does is reduces the resolution of the recording, so we can optimize the recording capacity either of the camera or the cloud or the server. And then whenever the camera detects that there is any activity, there is people or vehicles on the field of view of the camera, automatically will start recording on the high resolution or the resolution that we program the system to work with. Okay, here I'm gonna show you a video of how the Smart Search tool works.
Welcome to AvoWare. Today we're going to cover search. Search is a tool that allows us to search for specific events that may have occurred across one or multiple cameras. This allows us to search for things like the appearance of a person or a vehicle, a line cross event where a vehicle or person has crossed a specific virtual line that we've drawn, loitering events where a person or a vehicle may have been stationary for too long in one place, indicating something like an idling vehicle that may be outside of a loading dock or outside of an airport, or a person that may just be acting suspiciously in an area that they should not be. We can also alert on sound detection, and this leverages the onboard sound detection in our AvoWare cameras that can detect things like glass breaks, loud noises, smoke alarms, and many more audio models that are being added with each release. So, for example, if we were to create a line cross search, what we can do is we can choose what kind of objects we want to search for. We can stick with any or go down to a specific person. This person can be specified based on gender or based on the attire that they're wearing in the top or the lower quadrant of their body, and you can combine both colors as well, looking for people in uniforms or based on a description that was given by a third party. We can also leverage an image. If someone has captured a cell phone image of this person or vehicle, we can upload that in order to do a search based on these detections. Then we can choose where we want to do this detection. So this detection can take place, for example, on a camera in a parking lot. It could also happen inside of a building. So if we were looking for people that may have been in front of a register, we can choose one or multiple cameras and then choose the line that we want these objects to be crossing in order to qualify for the detection. We can choose the direction of travel of this object. And in the case of something like a convenience store, if we're just looking for anyone that is walking out, as this person just did in this example, we can unclick the entering direction so that we're only looking for the direction of travel out the door. And then we can choose the time period that we're searching for. This can be anywhere from specific minutes down to a block of time that may be days or hours. And in our case, when we're just looking for the last 30 minutes worth of search, we're presented with all of the events that correspond to our search criteria. So in our case, we're looking for people that are exiting. And if I highlight over that video, we're going to see the people that are exiting. I can click into this video to see it in greater detail. This will allow me to see not only the event that occurred, but the object within our floor plan as that user exits this building. I can then click to act on that activity. But we can also see in our parking lot as a person was crossing that virtual line that we created. So this allows us to very quickly get to the events that matter to us and then act on them. These different video clips that we have captured here can then be exported. So we can take the relevant information by clicking the plus, and we can choose to share or save. So we can export this as an MP4. We can share this as a publicly accessible link. We can bookmark it so that these video clips do not get deleted by typical retention. And of course, we can also do similarity searches if we want to look for people that are similar to the objects that have been detected in these environments. Now, you're also presented with the ability to create a rule. We have a whole nother section dedicated to creating rules based off of searches as well as other parameters. I implore you to check that out.
Okay. So once now we're going to pass to the another of the solutions that we can offer, which is the data loss prevention. Okay. Here is the solution that has was the US Cyber Command winner, also was certified by the JITC, NITTF, okay, and also was the winner of the cybersecurity awards in the US. Okay, so as you know, on the retail business, there is a lot of personal data that we manage. I mean, we manage credit card numbers, we manage personal data like name, address, and so on. So as you know, 70% of the data loss is being caused initially by the employees, okay, by not following the IT rules that the company has implemented, okay. So here what we do, this is a solution that what we basically do is monitor all the activity of all the network, all the workstations that are connected to the network. Okay, so what we do is, first of all, we talk to the company. We try to develop a common IT strategy between the two companies. So here, what we can do is we can activate if someone does a screenshot, someone is doing a copy on a USB device, someone is printing any information or any data that is not allowed to, if he's accessing to an application that is not allowed to, if he's accessing to browsers or websites that is not authorized, meanwhile it is at work, or if it's connected to a unsafe Wi-Fi signal, and so on. So we just not detect it, but also we can react to what is happening. So that means that when we detect someone is not following the IT policy, here what we do is we react. So we can block the laptop, we can work the activity or the action, or we can send an alert. Okay, and the way this solution works is in each one of the workstations that we want to monitor, we will download kind of like a license. That license will be reporting to a central workstation where there is a dashboard where we will be able to review all the activity of all the workstations that we are monitoring, and then which one is following and which one is not following the IT policy. Okay. The last solution that we would like to discuss is the perimeter lockout, which is a perimeter solution that we have to protect all the facilities. Has artificial intelligence in it. That means that can auto-classify persons and vehicles, and then also can discriminate animals, vegetation, light changes, shadows, and raindrops. Okay. So has multiple detection rules that can run simultaneously, like intrusion, line crossing, prowling, or abandoned object. Right now, it's just compatible with Milestone, but in the very short term, I mean, it can be compatible or integrated with any existing VMS that is on the market, and is compatible with all the IP cameras. Okay. So these are some of the success cases that we can share with you guys from the defense and law enforcement. We have done projects with the FBI in the US. We have implemented the VMS and also the cybersecurity. With the NATO, we have done the access control with ROTA, which is a US and Spanish military base. It's a NATO military base in south of Spain. We do all the perimeter surveillance. On this oil and gas, we work with companies such as Saudi Aramco, Repsol, and Cepsa. And critical infrastructures, we have done the Madrid International Airport, Valencia Port, which is the largest port in the Mediterranean by container traffic, Trillo nuclear plant, on telecommunications companies such as AT&T, Facebook, Etisalat, Hitachi. And then on the retail business, we have done on the banking. We work with Santander, which is the 5th largest bank in the world, CaixaBank, which will be the 7th, Samba, which is also a Saudi bank. And then on the retail, I mean, on the hospitality, also we have worked with different supermarket brands that are available. Okay, as you can see here. So this will be all the solutions that we can offer for the retail business. Here I would like to share with you my contact details, my mobile telephone number, and my email address in case that you want to connect with me. Also, in case that you want to try any of the solutions, we can offer free demo licenses of any of the solutions that we have available. So you just need to enter into this website, or you can contact me, and then we will be able to offer you a demo license. We will configure the demo license for you. We will do all the job for you. We can either do it through videos that we have in our own library, or we can do it on a real case scenario. We can do a proof of concept. Okay. Just to remind you that the price of the licenses includes the setup, configuration, and fine-tuning. So that means that until the solution is not working as the customer is expecting, we will not stop working on it. So it's kind of like a turnkey solution, and that is included on the price. As for licenses, the licenses can be perpetual or can be a subscription model, depending on which ones of the solutions you choose. We can offer both of them. Okay. So in case that you guys have any questions, you can activate the chat or the microphone, and you can go ahead and ask me any questions if you like. Okay, we have here Alexis is, hi Alvaro. How do you ensure compliance with the privacy laws using your facial recognition analytics? Okay, I mean, as you saw on the slide of the face recognition, okay, so we comply with the AAS 257, 256 in REST, and then also we are HTTPS in transit. Okay, and then depending on the use that we do for the face recognition, we will need a different kind of like encryption of the images. For instance, if we do demographic analysis, as we say previously, we will not record the faces. We just like analyze internally, and then we just like generate a report or a dashboard with all the statistics data that we manage. Okay, but in no case we are recording the faces. Okay. The only time that we use in the images and we have a database of the images when we have the access control, and then in most of the cases, all the employees or all the faces that are recognized, they have to sign a privacy document allowing us to use their face. Okay. As I said at the beginning of the webinar, on the upcoming days, we will be sending you a copy of the presentation and also a link to the video of the webinar. So in case that you want to go over or you want to share with anyone, you can also share it. So anyone has any questions here? Okay, well, in this case, we're gonna put an end to the to today's webinar. Once again, thank you very much for attending. It's a pleasure. And then, as I said, here you have my contact details. In case that you need to get in touch with me, please feel free to call me, okay, or to send me an email. Okay. Once again, thank you very much. And then let's keep in touch.